Legos are the goated childhood toy, period. The staple to any good adolescence is having played with these wonderful bricks. Majority of all toys are already built for you. Not that I'd want to build a Furby or cut the bark from a rubber tree to make silly bands. Are those even a toy? I just googled toys and that's what came up. Now, Rainbow Loom, that was my shit. But generally speaking, unlike most toys with Legos, you yourself have to make it, which not only makes it personal, but individual. Individual? How can it be individual when all sets are the same? Coming from the mouths of bitches that look like this. But if you really wanted to, you don't even have to read the instructions. You can just build whatever you want. Or you can build it and destroy it, and destroying shit's fun. The thing is, there's so many possibilities with Legos that you don't get with other toys. And when you're done, like if you build a Lego house with minifigures, you get your own doll house, you get your own dolls. You're literally getting a bunch of toys for the price of one. Although that price is crazy expensive, but it's worth it. Just don't settle for less. Don't get the bootleg shit. If you get like Mega Blocks, that's just a sign your parents don't love you. Or you don't love yourself. Ninjag? Really? No kid would want to buy this. Oh Christ, it's an army. And it's not like the builds themselves are bad. If this was actually officially Lego licensed, I would get it. But it doesn't have the ingrained Lego on the studs, so pass. But Legos aren't even a child thing. Anybody of any age could enjoy Legos. Which is why you got behemoths like this, or the expert Legos, or Kinects in Lego form, whatever. Let's just acknowledge the fact that Lego puts age suggestions on the boxes like anybody actually reads them. Would I rather legally own a firearm, or build the Lego SNES? I chose the Lego. I mean, they're both 18 and up. Although, guys, I have to let you in on a little secret. I've built in 18 and up Legos when I was 15. The other day, I was alerted that apparently some people asked, like, their parents or other people to build Legos. And at that point, just fucking, you know, the best part is building. It's ASMR when you like do the clicks and put shit in. It's so satisfying. I found this one channel where this guy makes shit and holy fuck, this is like sex in Lego form. Whew. 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 At playtime at school or camp or whatever, there'll be the kids who make the Lego houses, and they're just colorful, disgusting monstrosities. Epilepsy in Lego form. And I never understood this, so I was just beyond appalled. What kind of drugs do you have to do to think this is a normal house? I don't give a fuck if you're a kid. Shit ain't right. See, my three favorite Lego series were Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Star Wars, and Lego City. I don't even like Harry Potter because I'm not a fucking nerd, but the Legos were sick. And I had this thing for the old Legos. The old Legos were so cool. I think it was just something about not being able to obtain them anymore that made them so much more valuable. But one of the cool things to come for them were the special Lego pieces. The ones that only came with certain Lego sets that were old, limited quantity Lego pieces, and I still dig them today. The clear pieces, bro. You know that Lego Indiana Jones skull? That is sick. You know the glowing heads? Those are sick. You know the original round trees? They might still make them now. I don't really know. Those were sick. I remember getting the Lego magazines in the mail and I'd always flip through them and I just start pelvic thrusting in the air. Nothing like seeing a new Lego after months of waiting. Now we had the internet, of course, so I could just look this shit up, but I guess I'm a conservative in that regard. Show that one gif of the Confederate Lego people. Why does this exist? Now see, when I stopped playing with Legos, it's when shit started getting good. Because now I see they've done so many collabs. Like, oh my god, this is awesome. The Office Lego. Woohoo! I need that Jim Halpert Lego. I need it. Seriously, I need that Dwight Schrute Lego. Now. As a kid, one of my favorite stores was the Lego store. Or if you got your little cute Lego bin and went to the Lego collection section, they eye you down like a hawk as if you would steal the Legos, which I did, and they still couldn't catch me. Because I'm too slick. I remember one time I was a lot younger and I tried going in the store by myself. And one of the bitches, if you're hearing this video, go fuck yourself. She was like, you can't enter the store. Bitch, says who? Fuck you. Like, I hope you fall down a flight of stairs and your neck snaps. All because I was too young. Literally, it's a store meant for kids. How? I remember getting Darth Vader, which at the time was a really hard Lego to get. So I was in the car and I was putting him outside the window pretending he was flying. And I drop it and now it's on the highway somewhere and I never caught it and I cried and I was so upset. I also did this in an elevator where I intentionally dropped a Lego in the elevator hole. I don't really know why I did that. I'm one of the best to ever do it. I can build Legos like no other. I've done everything. I've built cities, Star Wars war zones, claw machines, candy machines. I was the Emmett before the Emmett. There's nothing in this world I couldn't build except for Mindstorm. I think the slogan for Mindstorm actually is Legos but not fun, because what it is just robots and programming. No, I'm not jealous. No, I'm not. Have I built it before? No. Would I like to? Anyways, being a master builder and all, I thought I'd let you youngins know a secret and passed down from generation to generation. We call these the illegal Lego building techniques. Yes, I know. But this is what separates the kiddie pool novices from the true Lego beasts. Now, you may look at these images and be like, ugh, this is disgusting. Get this out of my face. That's not supposed to happen. But once you get used to it, you start to see the full potential. This shouldn't even be possible. But it is. This separates the novice builder from the masters. So just take notes. Just take notes. But a lot of it is the creativity aspect. You have to think outside the box. And when I say outside the box, I actually mean just Google cool Legos on Pinterest and you'll find a lot of cool techniques. And also, with the wisdom I possess, I know a lot of failures and fuck-ups I don't want you guys to endure like I did. Rule number 1, never, ever, ever draw Sharpie on your Legos. I don't care how tempting it is. It'll look shit and you ruin the Lego. You ruin it. Do not do that. Number 2, do not organize your Legos by color. You must do shapes. Shapes are the way to go. If you got the plates, do the plates. Put the bricks with the bricks. But for the love of God. For the love of God, do not put the plates with the studs. I see you guys fuck this up, and I think why. The last thing I want to bring up is don't bring your Legos in the shower. They will always fall in the drain. Don't think for a second they won't, because they will. And you know, because I'm such a nice guy, this information is free of charge. Other guys would ask for money, but I'm not like them. All I ask for you is to subscribe. But as time goes on and as the generations get older and older, people don't play with actual toys anymore. It's about video games, gadgets, and gazmos, which again, Mario. But Lego isn't stupid, because if you played their video games, you know how amazing these are. And everybody on the playground knew you had the big Shmee if you had the Ghost Yoda. Legitimately one of the best campaigns I've ever played of any video game. Just going for Star Wars, Indiana Jones. I've never played Dimensions, but they got a bunch of cool characters that meet each other, so that's kind of interesting. I'm not a video game reviewer, but I can feel the hands of John Tron. Just got the waz on my shoulders saying, these games, they are awesome. What about AVG? I don't know. Maybe he'd like it. I think Lego is important for all kids, especially nowadays where you eventually have to get into the systematic life of going to school, 9-to-5 job, you get a family. It's all so monotonous, tiring sometimes. When you get things like this, even if it's a hobby, just being able to create stuff, even if it's at a small scale, being the one that's in control of something is a really good feeling. I wish this video was sponsored by Lego. I'd suck a Lego dick for a Lego sponsorship. I'd suck a real dick for a Lego sponsorship. While somewhat related to the subject, I once had a camera that looked like a Pokédex. It was really bad, and I tried doing one of those Lego stop animations. It was also really bad. But I feel like the people that make these do not get enough credit. They spend hours just moving the pieces around so perfectly, meticulously. So you know what? I'm giving them a round of applause, because that technically is one of the first styles of video I've ever made. Legos are pretty cool, that's it.